Hey there, we welcome you to our segment. Today, we are going to tell you the things you shouldn't do but we always do anyways while being a businessman. Let's start by talking about a few things that we shouldn't do in a job interview. Answering a cell phone or text during the interview. One of the fastest ways to lose favor and ruin a job interview is to answer a call or text in the middle of it, according to 64% of hiring managers surveyed. Understandably so, checking your phone during an interview sends the message that you don't take the time of the interview seriously and shows a lack of respect for your interviewer and his or her time. Dressing inappropriately. Wearing clothes that are too tight or too loose, too dressy or too casual, or wearing brands and logos in professional settings is a bad sign. Also, don't try to show up on underwear or in a sweatsuit either. We don't think that could be appropriate for a job interview. You probably would like to start searching for another job just because we can assure you that you will have zero chance to get that job. Your behavior counts from the minute you walk into the company's building, not just once you're in the interview room itself. Be polite and warm to the receptionist. She may be asked to give her opinion of the candidates later. Show enthusiasm. Candidates can forget to demonstrate that they are excited to have the opportunity to interview. It's important to express enthusiasm both for the company's mission overall and for the particular position you are seeking.
Now, let's talk about when you're going to sell a product and we make some common mistakes that we should avoid. According to our sales expert Brian Tracy, he tells us that we allow a prospect to lead the sales process. He says that the best way to control a sales interaction and take the lead in the sales process is to ask questions. Otherwise, that we provide irrelevant information. The salesperson shared information that was completely meaningless to anyone in the room. We should make the most of the presentations by telling your client how they will benefit from your product or service until they are convinced that it will solve their problem or make their life easier. Another important thing that we should avoid is that you shouldn't try to have an intimate relationship with the buyer. Because in business, you should not interpose the love emotions unless have sexual relationship with the client. On the other hand, the things we should do when you're selling a product is you need to know whom you're talking to, who's your client, how are you going to convince to buy your product, that this product needs to satisfy a necessity he has. Another one is that you should know everything about your product. Being an expert of the topic, have the arguments to tell why your product is better than others, and being respectful and polite with your client.
Many people are rejected when asking for a job, and the main reason is that they think it is easy. They entered the job interview feeling overconfident, and sometimes that can lead you to make mistakes and ruin the whole interview. The same case applies to the sellers who think it's easy to sell a product, and at the end they end up making mistakes that can destroy the whole selling process and not selling anything. So that is the main reason why people end up going the wrong way and not accomplishing their goals.